Hi students, welcome to MFP1501. I'm here to introduce you to student participation using MyUnisa tools. I decided to come up with this video because of most of your queries regarding your participation in the online activities. I just want you guys to remember that the online activities are as important as the activities that you find in the study guide. Some of you are asking me if the marks that are allocated on the online activities, are they gonna be used in the formative assessments like your assignments, and are they gonna contribute to your exam marks? I just want to assure you that it's very much important for you to participate because you are going to know this module inside and outside. It's not about the marks that you get at the end of the year, but it's about the knowledge that you're going to impart to the students. I get very worried when you guys are only focused on your marks that you're going to get at the end of the day. First of all, remember that you need to log on to MyUnisa. I'm going to log on with my credentials so that you see what I mean. Make sure that you have data and your network is clear, because if not, it might take time and then you might think MyUnisa is not working. So after logging on with your credentials, you're going to see this window where you've got my modules and my admin. So now we're focusing on my modules, so you need to click on my modules. After clicking on my modules, look at your right hand side, you'll see sites. Then you click on those tiles, then the modules will come up. So we're choosing MFP1501 because it's the module we are focusing on right now. I'm just going to the student view. You are not going to have the view that I'm having because I'm the lecturer. Now that's why I'm switching over to the student view. So look at the menu on your right hand side, on your left hand side. We do have discussions, we have blocks, we have learning unit 1, learning unit 2. So these learning units are the ones that I want us to focus on. Let's start with learning unit 1. When you open learning unit 1, you're going to find introduction, where I introduce the learning unit to you. Please read this information. It's very much important. Don't just jump into the activities. Read also the learning outcomes, because you need to know at the end of this module, what is it that is expected of you. I put the topics as tiles there. You can see ordinality and cardinality, stages of early number learning, decimal systems, and place value. Remember, at the end of this module, please click on students' reflections so that you can give your reflection about this module. We've got that button next. You can click next to go to the next window, or you can go straight and click on ordinality and cardinality as our first topic. But now I'm just gonna click next so that we go to the next one. Now we are on the first topic of learning unit 1, which is ordinality and cardinality. Please read the instructions. Then after reading the instructions, consider this text which is written in red. It means there's a hyperlink. The video is written in red. It means when you click on it, you're gonna watch the video. Discussion is written in red. It means you're going to be taken to discussion tool. So now, when you click on the video, it will take you to the video which is taken from YouTube. We are not gonna watch this video until the end. It's just to show you how to get to the video, because most of you have been asking me, where is the video you are talking about? So I've shown you now that when you click on the word video, it takes you to the video on the YouTube. So this is the video. You need to watch this video till the end. But for the sake of this presentation, I was just showing you how you get to the video. Another important thing, look at the cursor right now. I'm showing you that the video is on. When you want to get back to where learning unit 1 is, you can just click where I just clicked now on the learning unit 1. You don't have to close the whole video in order to get back where you were. So now, after you watch the video, you need to go to the discussion to complete the activity. The discussion is in red color. You just click. When you click, the discussion opens. I want you also to look again at the top. You'll see now there are 3 things that are opened, meaning that when you want to go back to the video, you still have it. When you want to go back to learning unit 1, you still have it. On the forums, there are different forums which are there. but now you have to choose ordinality and cardinality. And then the topic is reflections on 5 principles of counting. I've got instructions there under the forum. I'm saying to you, from the video you watched about 5 principles of counting, reflect on the video by responding to the following questions. For you to be able to respond, please click on the word reply down there. I think you can see edit, reply, and collapse. Reply is the word in the middle. You need to click on reply so that you can be able to reply. Some of you are creating new forums, and then that is unacceptable. I want you to click on the word reply so that you can be able to reply to my message or to this activity. So please do not create another forum, because it might mislead other students, because when they get into your forum, they might not get the instructions of the discussion. So now, after clicking reply, you're gonna get your own platform where you can type your own message. I gave an example there to say you can type from the video, because you are reflecting on the video. When you are done, you click on publish. You see the word publish. So some of you were saying, I don't know if my message has gone. After clicking the publish, then the message will appear on the list of other messages, joining the list of other messages for other students. I'm going to click cancel because I was just showing you how you publish. I don't want to publish this message. You can see other students already have responded, and it's important again to also read other people's reflections and just comment on that, because here we are interacting. So we are going back to the learning unit. As I was showing you that on top there, everything is still there. You don't have to close anything. Then you can just go straight to the learning unit 1 without closing the forums, without closing the YouTube. So we need to get to the next one. When we get to the next one, you either click on the tile that is written stages of early number learning, or you can click next. If you want to go back, we still have the button back, and on top there is still the same. Whether you click it below or on top is still the same. So we are on the stages of early number learning. This is the second topic of our learning unit 1. Like I said before, please read all the information. Don't just jump into the activities. After reading the information, you'll get activity 1 below there. And then on the activity 1, I'm asking you to click here. I say click here because this is where I want you to click, and is colored in red. What did I say about the red text? I think you remember. I wish you were here in front of me so that I can just point at you and say, do you remember what the red text means? The red text means that it is a hyperlink. When you click on it, it takes you somewhere. So this activity 1, it will direct you again to the discussion tool, where you should select a forum named checklist. And then here, I would want you to complete the checklist and be able to attach it to the forum. So some of you are struggling with attaching documents on the discussion tool. So I'm going to quickly take you through that. First of all, you need to be able to download the document from the discussion forum and be able to also attach yours. So I hope you've heard me when I plead with you to say, please read the instructions, because if you didn't read, I will still get messages that are saying, where is the activity? I can't find the activity. So now the activity 1 of stages of early number learning is there. You click on the red text. So let's click and see. After clicking, remember I said it's taking us where? To the discussion tool. And when you are on the discussion tool, there are lots of forums. Here, I gave you the name of the forum that you should look for. I said the name of the forum is checklist. That's what also you should remember. So now you are looking for checklist, not any other forum. I made sure that the checklist is also under the topic, stages of early number learning. Then you click on the checklist. If you can see that another student created his or her own forum, is something that I'm saying, please guard against. After getting into the checklist, I'm saying to you, kindly download the attached checklist and reply to the forum and attach your completed checklist. If you look at the right hand corner there, there's a checklist, so you download it. When you click on it, it will download. It will depend on the type of a laptop you are using or on the phone that you are using. Others will, when you click on it, it will just open. Others, it will show you that I am downloading. Then you need to click on the downloading icon. With the kind of laptop I'm using, there's an arrow on the top right there that shows that this document is downloading. You see, I just clicked it now, and then I'm seeing that the checklist it has downloaded. There it is. This is the checklist that I'm talking about. This checklist is an example that I'm giving you. It's not that when you have to click anything on the checklist. What do? You create the same checklist, but it will differ with the information. For you, just know that I require the skills, and then you're gonna have those skills as they are, but the games, you're going to have game 1, game 2, game 3, up to game 5. Those games, you should come up with your own games. Those are my games which I played with my learners. So come up with your own games, because some of you might not have the ghetto where in your school, or your children might not even know what the ghetto is. I just gave you examples. So you will have to indicate to us, what skills did this game address? Did it address addition? Did it address subtraction? And so forth. I'm sorry, I think I clicked what I was not supposed to click at the moment, but don't worry, we're still together. So I was saying to you, that checklist is an example. You create your own, similar to mine. So now we are back again on our learning unit 1. We go into activity 2. On activity 2, when you click here, which is the red text, it should take you to the block. You see the block is under discussion forums. Here on the block, I want you to create your own block by responding to the question. Then you click on my block. If you click on my block, you see the topic, stages of early number learning. You see my block there. I said to you, kindly share with us your observations of the children during their games. As they were playing the games, you were observing, remember? Now you need to write something. I see one of the students managed to get into the block but didn't write anything. Please, after getting into the block, write the information. I understand maybe he or she was just testing the system, but now when you are in, you need to complete the activity. One of you sent me a message to say, I completed all the learning units activities. But here we are, we've got an evidence that on the block, there's only one student who checked in the block. So we need to complete all the activities. So we go into the next one, which is the third topic of learning, unit 1, which it talks about decimal systems and place value. Remember again, read the information, because this information is helping you to be able to complete these activities properly. I didn't put tiles there, but if you can see, the arrow cards, the base 10 blocks are in a different color, which is color blue. They also means that they are hyperlinked. When you click there, something else will come out. So here, remember, because this one is not an activity that is taking you to the discussions, that's why it's not in red, it was in blue. It took you now to the YouTube video again, which you need to watch about arrows. The videos are very short. I made sure that I don't give you long videos that will bore you. Here, we're not watching the videos. I'm just showing you how to get to the video. And then again, there's another video. These 3 videos, you need to watch all 3 of them. I got queries again to say, where are the 3 videos? The 3 videos are on the last topic of learning unit 1. So now I'm just clicking on the videos so that you can just see which videos I'm talking about. This last video is a bit longer, But please be patient and watch it, because it's very much important, so that at the end of the day, you are able to respond to the questions. So here now I'm saying to you, I hope you enjoyed watching the videos. Now it's time to reflect. It's important that we reflect on what we've seen. But here you're going to create your own page. It says student pages. You create your own page by clicking on that student page, and then you're going to write your reflections. And then I guided you with those 3 questions to say, how do you reflect? You reflect based on the 3 questions that I asked there. So when you click on the student page, it will give you opportunity to write your information. There was a time when some of you said when you click on the student page, it doesn't open. So I created another student page so that you can be able to go in. I don't want to click on it, because when I click on it, it treats me as one of you, and then it creates a page for me. So it will be your page which you're gonna write your reflections on it. Because we are on the last one, that's why now I'm clicking back to say we need to go back. After going back, remember I talked about students' reflections. I'll want you now to click on the student reflections, because you've done all of the activities of Learning Unit 1. Now you need to reflect on the Learning Unit 1. This form is created on Microsoft Forms, so you need to be able to complete this form. I think this one is very easy. After you completing the form, you'll click submit, and then I'll get your feedback. Like I said, one of the students said to me, he or she did all the activities, but I didn't receive the reflections of the whole study unit 1. Then you're going to respond on the questions, and then I get your responses, so that next time we know what is it that we need to improve on our Learning Unit 1, or what is it that we need to eliminate. If I don't hear from you, there's no way we can improve our module. So when you are done with your Learning Unit 1, you can now click on Learning Unit 2. The learning units are similar at the beginning. We do have introduction. We do have learning outcomes. Like I said earlier, it's important that you read the learning unit outcomes, so that you know at the end of this learning unit, what is it that you need to know. And then at the end of Learning Unit 1, remember, you were supposed to complete the reflection. It's most important. At the moment, I didn't create the reflections for Learning Unit 2, but I'll create them and post them. If you can look at the Learning Unit 2, it doesn't have student reflections at the end. So far, we have 3 topics. We're going to follow the same procedure as we did in the Learning Unit 1. We start by having click here, which is in red, and complete this quiz. Here is the quiz which I created, just to see if you can be able to get into the Learning Unit 1. Remember, the Learning Unit 2, Remember, with the Learning Unit 1, we started with some info, and then we watched the video. But with Learning Unit 2, we start with a quiz, so that it introduces us to the Learning Unit 2. I just want to see if you are ready now to get into Learning Unit 2 by completing this quiz. Remember, it's easy if you use a desktop or a laptop. But when you use your phone, sometimes it will want you to scroll and scroll and scroll depending on the type of the phone that you are using. And some of students who are using phones, they kept on sending messages to say, I can't see Learning Unit 1, I can't see this and that. Just be patient. Work around your phone. Sometimes it needs trial and error so that you can figure out how to do certain things. Because we use different phones, I cannot say on the phone, this is how it works. But I can tell you how it works on the laptop or on the desktop, because that's what I'm using most of the time. So we are still on Learning Unit 2. I was just closing some of the things because they were becoming many on my screen. Is advisable as well if you opened many things, make sure that you limit them so that you know where you are. You don't want to find yourself running around the screen, not finding what you want to do. We do have a video again where you're going to learn about join type problems. And then so far, the skills that you needed to understand by navigating from Learning Unit 1, you're still going to use them in your Learning Unit 2. So nothing changes. The way you go to the videos and the way you also go to the discussion forums is the same in the Learning Unit 2. So far, I think we are on the right track. I gave you this table in Learning Unit 2 where I'm saying to you, click here to be directed to discussion tool, and then you need to go and have this kind of a table on a Microsoft Word document. You're going to open Microsoft Word separately and then design this kind of a table where you're going to have problem type, word problem context, and the numerical context. And then you are going to upload or attach that Word document on the discussion tool. On the discussion tool, what are you looking for? Like I said before, I wish you were in front of me in a classroom, but now you are there at home. But I just want you to remind yourself, you're looking for join problem types forum. And then I'm saying to you on this forum, kindly click on reply to this forum and upload your Microsoft Word document. It means that before you come to this forum, you should have opened your Microsoft Word document, you should have designed your table and completed it. And now when you are here, you can say to me, kindly receive the attached document. And then you are going to choose a file. You click where it says choose a file, and then it will open for you where you can search for your file either on your desktop or in your documents. Then after choosing it, you attach the file, and then you're going to click publish. By attaching the file, is either you can just click once and click choose, or double click on the document and then it will appear there. You see, now there's a document under choose file or no file. And then when you leave that, when you publish, it will be published. Some of you already have got published. You see the attachments. The only problem I have is those of you who attach, I don't know whether they are pictures that you shoot with your phones or what. Unfortunately, I cannot be able to download your attachments. Please make sure that you attach Microsoft Word document. That's what the instruction said. And then we move on to the next one. Is either you click on the tile written separate problem type, or you can click on the next button. Remember, it's the same as in Learning Unit 1. Again, I'm going to repeat. Read the information before you get to the activity. Here I'm asking you to click so that you can be directed to online assessment. This is another tool. If I can ask you, can you recall how many tools have we been using now? We used the discussion tool, we used the block, now we're going to the third one, which is online assessment. You can see now online assessment is highlighted because now it's on a different color. It's a little bit orange or brownish. It shows that now it is active. So when you get to online assessment, you'll see the assessment. And then when you click on it, it will now ask you to take the assessment. It has only 5 questions, which are true or false. For you, it's just to choose whether the answer is true or the answer is false. I did 5 questions deliberately. Some of you were asking me if it is correct that there are 5 questions, because I just wanted to introduce you to the online assessment so that in future, when now questions are many, you know where to get your online assessment and how to take your online assessment. Now we are on part whole. Like I said, read the information, read the instruction. I gave you the table below there as an example. It has got steps, step 1, step 2, step 3. Read that information. Is to guide you. And I'm saying this is a format that has got 3 steps that are also described below. Read that information. So this is a sample. And then I'm requesting you to use this sample to illustrate for grade 1, 2, and 3. What are you illustrating? You illustrate the whole unknown, the part unknown. And then after completing it, make sure that you complete this on a PowerPoint presentation. Remember the other activity, we did it on what? On Microsoft Word. So this one, we're doing it on what? On PowerPoint. So as we are navigating through MyUnisa, I also want us to learn how to use different Microsoft packages. So the next one, the next activity I'm going to create in the Learning Unit 3, I'll want you guys to also use something like Publisher. You need to know how to use different Microsoft packages, because this is what we call integrating technology in the teaching and learning. And this is what you also need to do with the learners at school. When you get to school and they say we are integrating technology, you need to know how. By just putting a PowerPoint presentation on in the classroom and letting the children to see the PowerPoint, you're not integrating. But if you let the children to even write the assessments using Microsoft Word, using Publisher, using PowerPoint, then you are integrating. So I'm saying to you, click here so that you can be taken where? To the discussion tool. The discussion tool actually is the most important tool on MyUnisa, because this is where you can be able to do activities and to ask, to post queries, and also to just share information with the fellow students. But I'm not saying it's the only tool. Like I said already, we used the blog, we used also the online assessment. So here I saw some of you are asking me questions instead of responding to the assignment. Now I said to you, kindly click on reply below and attach your presentation. I'm surprised to now see people asking me questions. I expect you now to upload your assignment. You still do the same process as you did with the Microsoft Word document. You choose a file wherever you've saved the file, and then you double click on the file, or you click choose the file, then you click publish. I click cancel because I don't want to publish this document. Remember, I said you need to do this on what? PowerPoint. I do not expect to see any Microsoft Word document on this activity. We are on another topic, which is compare. I requested you to read the attachment which I put there below the first instruction. After you read page 29 to page 33 of the study guide, MFP1501, you need to study this table which I put there. And then now, where are you going? We're going to use another tool, which is what? A blog. Now we're not going to the discussion tool anymore. We're going to the blog, and then I want you to create a blog post and share with us that blog post. You remember how to get to the blog, because we did the blog in the previous learning unit. Here, remember the last time you clicked on my blog, but here you're going to click what? Create a post, because I want you now to create your own post. And when you click on create the post, it will ask you for the title, and your title will be my reflections of da 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 da, depending on how you want to call it. And then it will give you a platform where you can write. Another thing is just that I don't have enough time. I wanted you guys to learn how to use these other tools which are there, but we'll get there. One day I'm going to have a presentation where I show you how you upload your own video, how you upload your own picture, because I should believe even with this post you might want to share a picture with us. And then the most important thing that you need to remember is you need to share it with all the members. You click where it says all the members. I can see some of you already have created the post. Congratulations. I clap hands for you. Those who were able to come to this point without anybody's help. I know there are those who still need help, but some of you, even if you created the post, you didn't write reflections, and some of you wrote reflections, and believe you me, these reflections are going to be marked and you're going to get feedback at the end of the day. You might be wondering, what is this gradebook for? Gradebook, I use it to allocate the marks for the assessments for you. If you click on the gradebook, what is going to come out will be sometimes the results of your online assessments. Then you can be able to see them on the gradebook. So for you, the gradebook is just to see the feedback of the assessments or whether your assessment has gone through, especially if it was an online assessment. You don't have to use the gradebook for anything rather than to look for feedback or to see if your online assessment has been gone through. And then that's it. So far, I think the questions that I'm going to get from you are not going to be the questions about where is the learning unit 1, where is the discussions, where is the blog, how do I get to the blog. I think at this moment you know how to get to discussions, you know how to get to the blog, you know how to get to the online assessment and the learning units. Thank you so much, students. I think you enjoyed watching this presentation and I hope it will help you a lot. So far, I think I'm not going to get any queries anymore saying where is the learning unit, where is the discussion tool, where is the blog, how do I get into the online assessment. I hope this presentation will help us a lot, and then I will still do more videos where we'll be now addressing the content. Here was just for us to be able to navigate our module MFP1501. I hope you will enjoy it the way I enjoy it. Like I said when I started with this presentation, let's not focus on the marks. Let's focus on learning the content of this module so that we become mathematics teachers of foundation phase who know the content. Remember, the research out there is saying foundation phase teachers do not know mathematics content. Let's prove them wrong. Amanda.